cross.
Here we are in Allahabad at the Triveni Sangam, the Sanskrit word for confluence. The confluence of three rivers are meeting here, the Ganges, the Yamuna, and an invisible mythic river called Sarasvati. In the Hindu tradition, to take a bath here at the Triveni Sangam in Allahabad, at the point of the confluence, which is a sacred place, a bath here is said to wash away all one's sins and free one from the cycle of rebirth. The ashes of Mahatma Gandhi in 1948 were immersed here in the rivers of the Triveni Sangam. The Kumbh Mela takes place also at the conjunction of these rivers. The Kumbh Mela is the biggest religious festival in the world and brings millions of pilgrims to bathe at the confluence of these rivers. The last one was in the year 2007 and brought 70 million pilgrims to pray and bathe here. Here we see Arati plate. Arati is said to have descended from the Vedic concept of fire rituals or homa. And in the traditional Arati ceremony, the flower represents the earth, the solidity, and the water represents the liquidity element. The lamp or the candle represents the fire component, the heat. The incense represents a purified state of mind, so one's intelligence is offered. Arati involves the circulating of an arati plate or arati lamp around a deity and is generally accompanied by singing of songs in praise of that deity. In doing so, the plate or lamp acquires the power of the deity. Then the pujari, the person who is performing the arati, circulates the plate or lamp to all those present. These ones present, they cup their hands, downturned hands over the flame, and then raise their palms to their forehead and face. So the purificatory blessing passed from the deity image to the flame has now been passed to the devotee. The pilgrims are walking around, circulating the mandir, a temporary temple set up for thousands of monks to pray, to perform arati and fire ceremonies. This is Sri Hansraj Maharaji Sachababa. His disciples call him Maharaji. And his guru Sachababa, his ashram and his mandir is here in Allahabad at the Triveni Sangam. Maharaji comes to visit the Kumbh Mela and also to honor the samadhi of his teacher, master Sachababa. A big flower garland is put around the picture of Sri Sachababa Maharaj, who is the teacher of Hansraj Maharaj. The monks are praying. Though Hindus believe in millions of gods, 330 million according to many sources, they also believe that there is one God that is supreme, and that is Brahma. Brahma is an entity that is believed to inhabit every portion of reality and existence throughout the entire universe. Brahma is both impersonal and unknowable, and is often believed to exist in three separate forms as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. And on the white cloth we see, among other symbols, the swastika. That is the symbol of fortune. Literally it means being with higher self. The right-angled arms of the swastika is an ancient sun sign, denoting the indirect way that divinity is apprehended by intuition and not by intellect. The main text Hinduism uses are the Vedas, considered the most important, and the Upanishads, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. These are writings containing hymns, incantations, philosophies, rituals, poems and stories from which Hindus base their beliefs. The monks have a simple red dot on their forehead. The simple red dot born on the forehead of many devout Hindus is both the mark of our dharmic heritage and a personal reminder to all who wear it that we must see things not only with our physical eyes, but with the mind's eye. The third eye refers to the Anya, or brow chakra. The third eye is referred to the gate that leads within the inner realms and spaces of higher consciousness. Maharaji is honoring his guru Satyababa with a flower garland on his samadhi in the Samadhi Mandir. A flower garland is also put around the murti of Satyababa. The use of the word murti in the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita suggests that the form is its essence. Thus, a murti is considered to be more than a mere likeness of a deity or guru, but rather a manifestation of the deity itself. The murti is like a way to communicate with the abstract one God, Brahman, which creates, sustains, dissolves creation.
जय सूर
Puja is the act of showing reverence to a god, a spirit, or another aspect of the divine through invocations, prayers, songs, and rituals. An essential part of puja for the Hindu devotee is making a spiritual connection with the divine. Most often, that contact is facilitated through an object, an element of nature, a sculpture, a vessel, a painting, or a spirit. During puja, an image or other symbol of the god serves as a means of gaining access to the divine. This icon is not the deity itself, rather it is believed to be filled with the deity's cosmic energy. It is a focal point for honoring and communicating with the god. For the devout Hindu, the icon's artistic merit is important, but it is secondary to its spiritual content. The objects are created as receptacles for spiritual energy that allow the devotee to experience direct communication with his or her gods. The mode of worship was worship of the elements like fire and rivers, worship of heroic gods like Indra. Before the process of ritual, before the invoking of different deities for the fulfillment of various needs, came the human aspiration to the highest truth, the foundational monoism of Hinduism, pertaining ultimately to the one Brahman. Brahman, which can be called the unknowable, true, infinite and blissful divine ground, is the source and being of all existence from which the cosmos springs. This is the essence of the Vedic system. The following prayer was part and parcel of all the Vedic ceremonies and continues to be invoked even today in Hindu temples all over India and other countries around the world. And it exemplifies this essence. Om Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. It means on the absolute reality and its planes, on that finest spiritual light we meditate as a remover of obstacles, that it may inspire and enlighten us.